Oh, no, 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 no.
Meanwhile,
Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Live fast, die young, bad girls do it well. Live fast, die young.
This celebrated all-female crew, they better been qualified. Somebody need to say something. How well do you sleep at night? Real peace of mind comes from knowing that your family is prepared for anything. Patriot Supplies, America's most trusted name in emergency preparedness, is offering a limited time discount on their best-selling 3-month emergency food kit. This isn't the typical survival food. Each kit provides over 2,000 calories and 100% of the recommended value of 12 essential vitamins and minerals daily for 90 days. With delicious meals and extras including chicken, beef, fruits, and veggies. Listen, we're talking quality meals that last up to 25 years in storage and still taste like they're home cooked. The pandemic taught us something real interesting, and is that you can see how quickly the stores and the shelves can be empty in an instant. So don't wait till the next crisis. Your 3-month emergency food kit includes free shipping, a disaster replacement warranty, and 24/7 US-based customer support. This special discount is available for a limited time only, so visit preparewithtatum.com now to secure your family's future with a $100 discount. If you order by 3 p.m., they'll ship your product within the same day, so you have peace of mind right now. So all y'all got to do is go to preparewithtatum.com. That is preparewithtatum.com. But let's go to the Delta aircraft, and I think that'll be it for today. So everybody saw yesterday that the Delta flight crashed. They tried to blame it on Donald Trump. First of all, thank God nobody died. That's catastrophic what happened. And I feel bad for the people on that flight because they may be traumatized to never fly again. My worst nightmare is what I'm looking at right here. I guess the nightmare that could be even worse is if you died. But clearly, if you look at it, I don't think this has anything to do with air traffic control, which this is a Canadian air traffic control because they're in Canadian airspace. This has nothing to do with, Donald Trump's FAA, nothing.
No, the Trump administration recently fired many employees of the FAA administration. Do those cuts worry you, and do you think that impacts the safety? I know you just said it's the safest way to travel, but after looking at all these mishaps, a lot of people are very nervous. Do these cuts affect you?
The cuts do not affect us, Gail. I've been in close communication with the Secretary of Transportation. I understand that the cuts at this time are something that are raising questions, but the reality is there's over 50,000 people that work at the FAA, and the cuts, I understand, were 300 people, and they were in non-critical safety functions. The Trump administration has committed to investing deeply in terms of improving the overall technologies that are used in the air traffic control systems and modernizing the skies. They've committed to hiring additional controllers and investigators and safety investigators. So no, I'm not concerned with that at all.
This to me has everything to do with the pilot. You are ascending faster than you should. If your approach is off, circle back. I think it's that simple. Circle back. I seen people. I was on a plane where we missed the approach and nobody knew it. They didn't say anything, but since I'm in the aviation and I love airplanes and I'm just obsessed with it, I knew something wasn't right. My son was 6 months in the stomach. He wasn't born yet. And at the time, his mom, we were riding on the airplane. It was storming. We were going to Seattle, storming everything. She sleep. Most people on the plane sleep. We go down. I know what the 20-minute ascent is. We going down. We lighten up. We go, I see it try to get to the runway, and then we're up again, and it took 20 more minutes for us to land. I say something happened. Something happened. He did not make that runway. He didn't make the runway. What could have happened? Maybe they landed too deep and they couldn't stop in enough time. Maybe they wasn't right on the runway. Maybe it was visibility was wrong. They knew the runway was wrong. They abandoned the landing and they went back around. Go back to the people here. It looks to me like the pilot was going too fast in the ascent and ended up bouncing off the ground instead of, in a descent. If I said ascent, I meant descent. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking too fast. It's the descent. If they going too fast in the descent, you're going to bounce on the ground, and that's going to catch everything on fire. Now, it's come out, I don't know if this is 100% true, I see people reporting on it, that the whole crew was a female crew.
Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Live fast, die young, bad girls do it well. Live fast, die young.
No, we ain't giving no hold. I ain't Romeo and I'll hold. Making a party, chocolate Barbie, waiting on me for.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
Now, I'm not trying to make too much of a judgment because I don't know, right? Pilots make mistakes, male or female. However, this celebrated all-female crew, they better been qualified. Because if they weren't qualified and they just trying to make a statement because all women can do it and we don't need men and the patriarchy and all this, and y'all then bounced off the runway about to kill everybody, somebody need to say something. That's all I'm replying to. I don't think that there should ever be an all-white crew, an all-black crew, an all-women crew, all-trans crew. They should be all qualified. Now, let me say this. I think that we should look into this. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they bad or not. I don't know if they good or not. I don't know if somebody messed up on the landing or the gear failed. Maybe they hit the runway and the landing gear failed. I don't know. But all I do know is it's reported that this is an all-women crew, and they are endorsing it and trying to look at it, girl power and all this old crazy stuff. Now, I want you to girl power that crash, too. I want you to celebrate that the crash had all-women crew, because I think in many cases that women cannot do the job that men can do in many cases. Not all cases. Some women out there bad to the bone. They can fly that thing like a man can. They can do it up and down. They can do everything, right? Some women can get in the ring. They'll lose to every man, but they can get in the ring and they know how to fight. They know how to swing. They know how to kick. They know how to fight. They can't beat the men, but they know how to fight. Women police officers. There are some of them out there. It's rare, but there were some out there that's bad to the bone. I work with a few of them that I didn't mind being on the call with me because I know they weren't going to punk out. That's all. Like, I knew they couldn't fight like I could fight, but they weren't going to punk out. And I think in my whole career, I probably had two of them. And Britt was one of them. Britt was about the color of this piece of paper, and she was about as thick as this water bottle. I ain't going to lie, my homeboy, that's his wife, man. I ain't going to be mad at it. But look, that's how I saw Britt when she first came. And I remember we went on that first call, and I'm like, God dang, bro, she a rookie. I hope I'm going to have to fight by myself, because ain't no way in the world that girl got to be 100 pounds with a gun belt on. Oh, we got to the scene. Britt was on she jumped on him before I did. I was like, dang, you feisty. I respected that. I want her on the call. Some other dudes won't want to get down. She may lose, but she going to get down. I respect that. I respect Britt. And then we had a girl on the SWAT team. She was 300 pounds. She was a dispatcher. People probably wrote off. She ain't never going to do nothing. She trained. She lost weight. She tried out for SWAT, I think, 2 or 3 times. The last time she tried was in my class. She not only got on the SWAT team, she finished #1 in our class, ahead of me. I was like at the bottom. And I tell you I was at the bottom because I didn't train or nothing. Like, the lieutenant said you need to get on SWAT. I was procrastinating. I didn't go to no training. I wasn't even in shape. And it's like, you get in there, you're going to miss the school. And so I jumped in there out of shape. But I still had enough athletic ability that I could push through it. I ended up getting in shape a little bit more during SWAT school. I hate that I underperformed, to be honest. I mean, I still broke some records in there or whatever, but I feel like I underperformed, man. But she didn't. She worked hard. She put in the work. She finished #1 in our class. Now, there are some women that can get it. If me and her had a fight, she won't last 20 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. I don't think she'll last 2 seconds with me. However, she got her own merit by being a bad to the bone woman. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, but I want to play some more clips. Go ahead and play the clip from Dana Bash.
This is happening against the backdrop of massive cuts across the federal government, including at the FAA. Just going to put some up on the screen. Hundreds of FAA employees have been laid off as part of Elon Musk going through all the federal agencies. And then beyond the FAA, we have 10% of the CDC workforce, 3,400 at the U.S. Forest Service, 2,200 at the Interior Department, 2,000 at the Department of Energy, 1,000 at the VA.
Yeah, listen, and so far, at least if you kind of look at how Americans, Trump voters in particular, are reacting, so far this is something that they haven't really been affected by. You do hear from some GOP senators who are in some of these states where they're public parks, for instance, raising some alarms. But so far, these cuts, because they are directed at federal workers who the right has been expert at demonizing as lazy, as working from home, as costing too much, because they've been demonized, a lot of Americans say, too bad, so sad that they're being axed. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see if there is any trickle-down effect for average Americans.
I just want to read what Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, said. I'm thankful that everyone in the flight incident in Toronto that took off from Minneapolis is safe, but we keep seeing these incidents day after day. Meanwhile, Trump's doing massive layoffs at the FAA, including safety specialists, and making our skies less and less safe.
What's the Deborah Flint clip?
She was just saying everyone on board.
Yeah, can we play that clip so I could just have it? I just have it to where it's not just me talking. This is her saying it. Roll it.
The crew of Delta Flight 4819 heroically led passengers to safety, evacuating a jet that had overturned on the runway on landing that was amidst smoke and fire. I thank each and every one of these heroes, every flight attendant and crew member on Delta Flight 4819. I also thank every flight attendant and crew member across the industry. Thank you for all that you do every day and every night in service of safe air travel.
Yeah, but I do agree with her that it was, thank God everybody got there safe. I think they do need to get credit, even though they probably put everybody in that situation, to be honest. Maybe you don't have to be a hero if you land on an airplane right. I will say, I'd never flown an airplane before, so I don't know. There could have been some crazy winds. There could have been some crazy downdraft or something that hit at the last minute. Maybe the airplane had a fault. Maybe they landed hard, but the landing gear failed, right? Maybe it should have been more sturdy. I don't know. But I do know that there should be an investigation and people should be honest about what come out of the investigation. That's it. When I was a cop, we didn't get a chance to divert because people got hurt. Like, no, they're going to do an investigation. And if it's your fault, the world is going to know that cop messed up. That cop was speeding. That cop ran the red light. That cop didn't administer CPR. That cop wasn't trained well. That cop did this. So flight attendants, y'all ain't exempt either. Yeah, it's good. Y'all helped everybody get out. But if you caused it, then we need to know you caused it.